begins in 3, 2.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need, and I'm just kidding. Don't shut the podcast off. Unload the Glock and stop driving to my home. Why are you guys so angry? I post one thing on my Instagram story. That's all I do. I'm excited. I'm a Christmas. I like this time of year. It brings me a lot of joy. Okay, I don't know why it does, but it does. And when November 1st hits, I'm in the Christmas spirit. I post one little thing to my Instagram story. I thought a lot of you were going to be with me on this. Okay, which, by the way, Instagram, @AnthonyCos_ if you want to go follow me over there. But that's not important. What is important is that I got a multitude of DMs. After all I posted was it's time for the Christmas season. And I thought a lot of people were going to be on my side. They're going to be like, you know what? I could use some joy. I could use some cheering up. That's amazing. I'm totally on your side. I love what you're doing here, Anthony. That is honestly, actually, I got the opposite of that, like a lot of it. A lot of people were coming to my DMs. They're like, Anthony, enough with this fucking happy nonsense, okay? I have seasonal depression. Oh, really? Well, I seasonally have no fucks left to give, so I don't care. I don't care. Oh, you have seasonal depression. Want to know why? It's probably a damn phone of yours. Because you're swiping through fucking Facegram and InstaChat and Facefuck. You know, the one that the Zuckerberg dude made. Quit swiping right on Facefuck and go swipe right on fun activities with friends. Okay? So quit scrolling through. It's enough. Enough with the Facefuck. Okay? Quit face fucking online. Go face fuck someone. Go face fuck in a field. I don't care what you do. Go ride a bike around the neighborhood. Hop on a bicycle, a unicycle, a tricycle. I don't give a fuck how many goddamn wheels the thing has. Just go ride one. Go ride something. Go ride a cowboy. I don't care. Ride whatever you want. Get out of this funk. You have anxiety? It's probably InstaChat and face fuck. Okay. All right? Enough. I'm sick and tired of it. Episode 16. What's up, guys? How's it going on? None of that was a joke. I'm 100% serious. This podcast is actually, it's not satire at all. If this is your first time here, everything I say is factual, and please feel free to DM me with any opinion that you disagree with, because everything I say here, I do 100% believe, and it is not, I don't make anything up. And actually, this entire show is scripted. I just memorize the entire thing, and then I talk. So it's actually not improv. Everything's a lie. Your life is a lie. Nothing's real. The universe isn't real. Fuck Jeff Bezos. He's a prick. Actually, I do want to talk about Jeff Bezos. I got a new microphone, by the way. Actually, I want to say this really quick. We'll get back to Thanksgiving and stuff, and I'm going to wrap up on Halloween just to kind of give you the rundown. I know Halloween passed, but I got to wrap up on it. Okay, it happened. Whatever. We're going to get to that. Jeff Bezos. So I got a new microphone, first of all. Let me know if it sounds crispier and if it sounds better, and if you hear my voice better, and if you could hear me enunciating words a little bit better. If you can't and it sounds the exact fucking same, I'm going to jump off my roof because I just dropped a cool 100 on this brand new mic. And if it doesn't sound any better, I'm going to fucking pay someone to punch me directly in my penis. So hopefully it sounds a little bit better. Second thing, remember how I always talk about the pop filter on top of the mic, the little black thing? I bought ones that actually fit because, right, you know, if you've been here since the first episode, the pop filter that goes over the top of the mic to stop like the P's from popping and the S's from all that shit and like getting rid of like the me breathing and like that noise. I wrapped a larger one around it that doesn't fit and I just rubber banded it. But then I finally just bought ones that actually fit, but unfortunately, I put it on the mic and I almost threw up because it smells like Jeff Bezos pissed all over these. I'm not even kidding. That's the best way to explain it. It smells like Jeff Bezos pissed on those and then quite possibly used them as a condom. And I just can't have that anywhere near my mouth. So unfortunately, I cannot use those, and I will be ordering new ones from a different store that is not Amazon. Okay? Anyways, Thanksgiving in America, right around the corner. I know, once again, a lot of people not having it with the Christmas music. But here is my debate for the Christmas music that's early. First, obviously, the first debate is fucking America's the only fucking place that has Thanksgiving. Or at least I think so. Well, like, specific, like, I don't know. Other countries might have Thanksgiving that has a different meaning. I don't know when you celebrate, nor do I fucking care. I'm not sure what you do in Canada. I think they might have something that's like a Thanksgiving. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is that they call ham bacon, and it makes me want to slaughter each and every one of them. Because the first time I ever had Canadian bacon, I was actually extremely disappointed. This is why I hate Canadians, for this exact reason. I went to some place, and they were like, we have Canadian bacon. And I was like, oh, Canadian bacon, that sounds new. That sounds interesting. I love bacon. I'm going to love Canadian bacon. And they brought me ham, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I go, what is this? They go, that's Canadian bacon. I go, this is ham. And he goes, no, I swear it's Canadian bacon. I pulled a gun out of my back pocket, put it to the guy's head, and I go, tell me one more time that this isn't ham, and I'm going to blow your brains out. And he goes, it's Canadian bacon. And I blew his brains out, and I had to change my name and my identity. And this was when I was 11 years old. 11 years old, I killed somebody at a local diner in Wichita, Kansas. And I had to move states, and I had to come to Chicago because you can't live life that way. Anyways, I hate the Canadians. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. The podcast actually does really well in Canada. I'm just kidding. I actually really need you guys specifically. So don't get mad at me. That was just a joke. I love your little bullshit ham that you try and pass for bacon. I'll get over it. On another note, Thanksgiving, what I want to say. I listen to it early because of the fact that obviously there's not Thanksgiving anywhere else, so we need to bring the holiday season. Also, what am I going to listen to? Thanksgiving music? That's not a thing. What is Thanksgiving music? Realistically, Thanksgiving music is just the ringing of uncomfortable political conversation at the Thanksgiving dinner table. It's not fun. And it's not a good tune either, because you'll just be sitting there and everyone's having a good time, and then all of a sudden, your great grandpa, who's fucking 102, speaks up, and he's like, you know who I think needs to be aborted? And you're like, okay, all right, grandpa, let's go outside. That's it. I don't even want to hear what he's going to say next. Okay? Because it's probably racist. And you just need to get them out of the situation. Okay? They're 102. What are you going to do? You're going to be like, you can't say that anymore? They don't even know where they are half the time. All you got to do is you pick them up from the dinner table. You go, okay, great Gramps, come on. Oh, and you're like, oh. And he's like, I don't want to go. I want to sit with the family. And you're like, what? Oh, what was that? I think I just heard a Nazi outside. And they're like, oh, let me at him. He's in the bush, Grandpa. I'm good. You can't see me. Fucking does the elbow. The fucking elbow comes down on him like a WWE wrestler. You just leave great grandpa outside. You're like, you're sleeping in the yard tonight because of the comments that you almost made today. I guess it could also be because what even would be Thanksgiving music? Charlie Brown. What's Charlie Brown gonna do? Charlie Brown. Okay, it is a catchy tune, but there's no words in it. You're not going to sing it. I mean, you could play it in the background once, but you're not going to play it on repeat, which, by the way, Charlie Brown was in an abusive relationship, and everyone likes to really just brush that to the side. Let's talk about it. Every single time, people will look at it. You know how the girl, I don't know her fucking name. It doesn't matter. Charlie Brown's the star. She was just some random bitch that showed up. This rando bitch holds the football for him every single time. Every year I watch this, she holds the football, and Charlie Brown's like, I'm going to kick a field goal. And then, whoop, she pulls it out. Charlie Brown cracks his skull open, bleeds out on the pavement, and then they have to take him to the ER every week. And then everyone looks at that, and they're like, oh my God. Isn't it so cute how she flirts? That is abuse, okay? That is abuse. And if you think that's flirting, you might be in an abusive relationship, okay? You fucking maybe turn around and look at your own life for once. You know what I'm saying? You hear these people, and they're like, Charlie Brown, that relationship is so cute. And then they turn around, and they're like, yeah, my boyfriend, he loves me so much. Every day he gets home, fucking beats the shit out of me. beats the shit out of me. But then after that, he buys me dinner. He's such a, I mean, he doesn't mean it, but then he does it. And it but then he buys me dinner after. So like, it's okay. No, it's not. No, no, it's not. No, it isn't. And they're like, this year, actually, he bought me boxing gloves. So it's a little bit more fair. Every day, he gets home from work and we just, we run 3 rounds in the kitchen. He's just like, okay. He walks in and I'm like, oh, what are we going to do today? And he just, every single day, he knocks me out. Every single day. Every single day he knocks me out. But I mean, I love him. He's such a great guy. He has his flaws, of course, but don't we all? I mean, I forget to take out the trash sometime. And I can understand why he gets so angry because why would I forget to take out the trash? I'm such a klutz. And then he lets me know. And it's so great. I love him for that. Like, no. Get out of that relationship. That's called abuse. Wow. Yeah. Anyways, Charlie Brown's in an abusive relationship. That stupid bitch pulled the football every single time. Every single time. Each and every time. Honestly, the more that I think about it, I'm kind of on the girl's side. Because if you really break it down here, Charlie Brown, that stupid little cuck fell for that football trick every single time. How gullible are you? Get your shit together. Get your life together. What's going on, Mr. Brown? What's going on, Mr. Brown? You're falling for that each and every time. First time, sure. Sure, you fall for it. Second time, you might fall for it because you're like, you know what, I trust her now. She only going to do that once. Third time you fall for that shit, that's embarrassing. You know what? I'm on the girl's side. Charlie Brown deserves the abuse. He honestly needed to get beat up more now that I honestly really break it down. Charlie Brown needs to get his ass whooped. For real, dude. For real, man. It's just absolutely unnecessary. Speaking of getting my ass whooped, abuse. Charlie Brown was in an abusive relationship. Abuse breeds intelligence. Let's break this down really quick. So, you know how this is a weird transition, but we're just gonna make it happen. So you know how it was always crazy in grade school, because I'm going back to Thanksgiving now. The craziest thing about Thanksgiving in America, obviously, is, it was kind of centered around the fact that, like, when you were little, you were taught Christopher Columbus fucking came over here, and he was like, yo, we should totally, came over here, met the Native Americans, and was like, yo, we should totally kick it. And they were like, yo, we should totally kick it. And then they had like this cool, fun little dinner together. And then they built this awesome country. That's what the textbooks told me in grade school. Then you get older and you're like, damn, like, not a great guy, to be honest. Fucking not the best dude around. Like, there were definitely better guys out there for sure. And then when you get older, you're like, oh, they had a dinner with him because he already murdered everybody else and they didn't want to die as well. So Christopher Columbus, not the best dude. Also, I don't know why every single one of my teachers would ingrain that fucking date inside of my memory. Like, they're always like, Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean blue in 1492. First of all, not really sure why that's important at all whatsoever. Kind of irrelevant. Second of all, they would ingrain that, like, that was like the most important fact every Thanksgiving. Like, I would always have a test on it when November came around. Like, they would be like, all right, when did he sail the ocean blue? And they would look at me. This is what actually, true story. This is what happened in my class every single time. My teacher would look at me and she'd be like, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. And she would look right at me and she'd be like, what year, Anthony? I'd be like, 1538. And then she would punch me directly in the mouth. She would punch me in the mouth and I would get a little bloody. And then she would go, okay, so that was incorrect. And then she would go, Columbus sailed the ocean blue in, and then she'd look right back at me and I go, 1592. And then she would take her belt off and smack me across the face and then drag me down the hallway while everybody else watched. And then she would ask me a third time and she would go, if you don't get this one right, we're going to the roof and I'm going to throw you off of it. And then I would go 1492 and she would go, you are so smart, you get a sucker today. And then I would eat my little lollipop and I never forgot 1492. So a lot of people, I know the whole hitting kids in school thing is like totally old school. I think we need to bring it back. I think we need to seriously bring it back because I would have never learned 1492. I would have been sitting here today and somebody could have came up to me and asked me, they'd been like, when did Columbus sail the ocean blue? And I would have been like 3100. They'd be like, that year didn't even happen yet. And I go, well, you know what? I don't know that because my teacher didn't beat the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Sometimes you need to get your ass rocked. Not like fucked, but like, you know what I meant. Actually, funny enough, I may or may not have made that last story up, but that's not important. This story, I'm actually not making up. Like I'm like fucking human to human right now. This one's actually not fake. I had a teacher when I was same year in grade school. It was like maybe like third grade, fourth grade. I don't know, somewhere along those lines where kids were still a little bit gullible and kind of stupid. And so it was my math teacher at the time, and we had a furnace in the room. And I don't know if any of you ever knew this, but like if you don't live in like fucking, I don't know, like in New York or something like that, or you know, Chicago, if you don't live somewhere where you like experienced a furnace before and you know the noises it makes, it sounds like somebody's clanking a mug against it. Okay, I'm sure they have furnaces around the world and not just in fucking New York and Chicago, but that's just okay. That's the only shit I know. I'm an American. I can barely read. That's all I know how to do. Actually, funny enough, I actually can't read at all. All the ad reads that they send me, they have to send me in an audio book because I actually can't read. So, anyways, my teacher had what was I talking about? A furnace. And so the furnace that we had, it would make noise, and every single fucking time that a kid would ask, they would be like, anytime it would come on in the winter, right? Because it would get cold outside. You need the furnace then. And some fucking kid, some new kid, right, that didn't know how this teacher worked, they would raise their hand in the middle of a lesson and they would be like, Miss, let's call her Miss Pearl. They'd be like, Miss Pearl, what was that noise? And she goes, oh, every kid that didn't listen to me, I threw them in the furnace and now they clank every once in a while and try and get out. And she goes, and if you let any of them out, you're going in there with them. And let's just say her math class, fucking nobody acted out, okay? You want to know why? And a lot of you might be like, that's cruel. Some of those kids in the class probably thought that there was actually somebody in the furnace. Well, some would say that that's child abuse. I would actually argue that those kids are fucking stupid for thinking that she threw kids in a fucking furnace and still had a job. I knew that there weren't kids in a furnace, but there was like probably a third of the class that was like, holy fuck, there's children in there. I'm going to learn my multiplication tables. I'm going to learn my multiplication tables. Some kids, they took it to heart, man. They took it to heart. You'd be like, what's 8 times 3? Some kid would be like, 26. You'd be like, you're going in the furnace. That's it. And then we never saw Billy again. We never saw him. He got thrown directly in the furnace and nobody ever saw him again. But then the kid next to him knew every single one of his multiplication tables. Want to know why? Because he didn't want to get thrown in the furnace. I'm just saying, man. Abuse builds intelligence. This is a weird rant that I decided to stick to today. Really a weird one. Can't believe I went so much into it, to be honest with you. There's something else I wanted to say. A lot of you that are watching right now, I know you've probably been sitting here for a while and you're like, Anthony, what the fuck are these subpar decorations behind you? I know. So if you were here for Halloween, I had bats on the wall and I had our skeleton Steve, I actually snapped his neck and threw him in the dumpster. He's gone forever. Steve is gone forever. Now I took the bats off the wall as well. It kind of ripped a little bit of paint off. I told my mom it wouldn't, but I mean, as long as she doesn't listen to this podcast, she won't know that we need to repaint the walls. You can't tell on the camera. It's not as obvious, but when you look up close, there's clearly some paint scraped off the wall. Anyways, so this is what happened. I'll show you right here. I have leaves in a bag. Well, not like leaves. I didn't like go outside and like gather leaves. Okay. I'm not fucking 8 years old. I bought them on Amazon because I'm lazy. So I bought leaves off of Amazon. And they stringed them together, actually, and I'm going to hang them on the wall. Didn't have time to do that, unfortunately, but I will have that up next week. Second thing, I ordered, if you're looking right now, it looks like there's a blanket behind me draped over this couch that looks fall-like. that looks like a fall theme because I try to decorate for fall. I try to, if you're going to watch on YouTube, I want to spruce it up a little bit so that you get a little bit of fall action. Unfortunately, I thought I ordered 4 pillows. I go on Amazon. It was late at night. I'm like, oh my God. All I did was look at the picture. And I was like, 4 fall pillows for $15. Hello, add to cart, send to my house. That's what I thought I was receiving. Unfortunately, it was pillow covers. Pillow covers that I paid $15 for. Now I'm a little pissed because pillow covers are not $15. They're maybe $5. Because I thought I was getting a pillow included. I did not. Might I add, false advertisement. Don't fucking show me a picture of pillows with these pillow covers if you aren't going to send me the pillows as well. Don't do that. That's fucked up. Anyways, I didn't even read these. If you're listening and not watching, these pillows covers look very live, laugh, lovey. Okay? Very like 40-year-old white mom who lives on the lake type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like you walk into her house and it says like, our house is not a house. It's a home. It's like, okay, fucking shut up, Deborah. That's enough out of you today. And so essentially, I haven't even read these. Let's read these together. This one says, autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. Wow, holy shit. Somebody load the gun. Fall, sweet fall. That one's not too bad. Home, sweet home. Okay, kind of basic. This one definitely is going to make me want to fucking blow my brains out. Thankful, grateful, blessed. Wow. Holy shit, thanks God there's not a loaded Glock next to me because it would be in my mouth right now. Anyways, hopefully I'm going to get pillows for those. And I can make this podcast look like a basic bitch put it together, which in reality, we all know deep down I am a basic bitch. So it kind of fits my whole vibe. The leaves are going to be hanging around here somewhere eventually, and we're going to get it all fixed up. But yeah, for now, we're just doing our little thing here. Let me get a quick sip. What else did I want to talk about? Let's kind of wrap up here. Halloween weekend. What did I do on Halloween weekend? Worked. Unfortunately, I told you last week I was supposed to go visit my friend over at Indiana. Did not end up happening. Ended up getting a lot of work thrown on my plate last minute, and I worked literally Saturday, the day before Halloween. Worked from noon until 2 a.m. on Sunday. Not exactly the best day I've ever had, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to get the content out to the people. So make sure you fucking share and like and subscribe and do all those things. Okay, because a lot of work goes into this shit. Anyways, Halloween weekend, what did I see? There was a man walking around my neighborhood in a Jason mask, but like being creepy about it. You know what I'm saying? There's always that guy every single year that just wants to be creepy about it and walk around in a Jason mask. I hate them. If you're going to dress up for Halloween, you must be accompanying a child. If you're over 45. Let me just make that clear. If you're over 45 and you're dressing up for Halloween and you're not with a kid, then you need to be in something fun, something festive, something like, I don't know, maybe dress up as like a minion or like something, or like something where you look friendly. Don't wear a fucking mask and dress up as fucking Michael Myers. That's what it was, Michael Myers. Don't wear a mask and dress up as Michael Myers. And then walk around the neighborhood with a fake machete. Because it looks real from afar. And you're scaring the kids, buddy. You're scaring the kids, and it's weird because if you came 10 feet within my house, you're going to get a brick to the skull. Because that's just how I do it around here. You're going to get a brick to the skull if you come with 10 feet to my house. If you had a kid with you, I would let you in my front door. Because I knew you were safe, okay? Now, this isn't me telling you to go out and kidnap children so that you could wear specific costumes, but it is me telling you that, you know what, maybe fucking grab a couple kids from the orphanage, take them trick-or-treating, and you could wear your little outfit, okay? But you can't go around walking around with that shit just scaring these little kids, okay? Also, the guy was being extra creepy because he would, like, walk in the middle of the street and then, like, keep like a 15-foot distance behind these group of kids. And I'm like, what are you doing? Where's your white van? And should I call the police? Like, what's going on right now? Don't do that to me. Don't fucking do that to me, buddy. Anyways, I saw that dude in a costume. I also ended up painting my face for a YouTube video, which if you haven't seen it, it's over my YouTube channel. Anthony Kaz, that you should all subscribe to, because it's a hoot and a half over there. We have a good time. But anyways, what I did want to say about the face paint was I ended up going to Michael's, the arts and crafts store. If you don't know, if you don't live in America, I'm not 100% sure if there's Michael's like in fucking Dublin. I don't know how that works. I don't know where Michael's are located, but there's a Michael's where I fucking live. So I go to Michael's, which is an arts and crafts store, which, by the way, weird name for an arts and crafts store because it's just called Michael's, which is kind of odd. All I can imagine is that the guy who pitched this was like, yo, hear me out. A store. And they're like, okay. I like those. I use those. A store named Michael's. They're like, okay, Mike, listen, I hear you. I see you, but what are we going to be selling at this Michael's? And he's like, gets super offended. He's like, what am I going to be selling? And they're like, yeah, I kind of want to know what you're going to sell at the store before I invest in it. I'm going to sell fuck around and find out, old man. Fuck around and find out. Those are the names of my fists, in case you're listening. I'm not watching. Fuck around and find out, old man. And then the guy goes, well, I would love to fuck around and find out. What are you selling? And then Michael killed each and every one of them and buried parts of their body under each and every Michael's store that he made and made a profit off of. Isn't that crazy? Crazy story. Probably never heard it, but yeah, it's totally true story. He killed each and every one of the executives that wouldn't invest, killed them all, laundered all of their money into his account, and then buried parts of their body under each Michael's in America. Every single one of them. And speaking of laundering money, Brian Laundrie, everyone thinks, oh, we found his dental records. No. He's actually buried underneath a Michael's. He's actually buried underneath the Michael's by my house. I buried him there. I know where Brian Laundrie is. I know where he is, and I'm not telling anybody. So, and I'm not. Do I have to cut that out? Are the cops going to come to my house? Are they going to think I'm serious? Nah, they're not. Nah, definitely not. Anyways, Michael's. I'm at the store. I walk in to get face paint, and I'm at the line, and I go to the girl like at the counter, like the checkout, the cashier check, okay? And I go to the counter, and I'm checking out, and she goes, will that be all? And I go, yep, just the face paint. And she goes, all right, cool. And she goes, do you have a Michael's card? And I go, no, I do not. Now, normally, whenever I go to a store and they ask me if I have like a rewards card or some shit like that, I'll say no. And they're like, all right, are you sure? And I go, no, I'm good. And they go, okay. And that's it. That's where the conversation ends. This is not what happened. Okay, this was the weirdest experience of my life. I'm actually a Michael's member now. I'm a Michael's member. Don't know how I got there. I go to the store 4 times a year, maybe at max. And now I'm a Michael's member that I will probably never use. And this is how it happened. She goes, are you a Michael's member? I go, no, I'm not. And she goes, what's your email? I go, what just happened? I go, what just happened? She goes, I'm sorry, what's your number? And I go, oh, okay. You want my number? I see how this is. I'm flattered, but I'm going to have to pass. She goes, no, I don't want to go on a date with you because you're buying face paint at a Michael's at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, so you're probably a pussy YouTuber with no friends who smells fantastic but is a stupid little fuckboy. And I go, you actually nailed that one on the head. That's exactly what I do for a living. And she goes, yeah, so I don't want your number to go out with you. I want your number for the Michael's Rewards card. And I go, I don't want a Michael's Rewards. She goes, you don't have a choice. I go, what do you mean? She goes, you either get a Michael's Rewards card or I fucking slit your throat and slaughter your entire family inside of this Michael's. And I go, you drive a hard bargain. I'd love a Michael's card. And now I have a Michael's card and I get 3 emails a day that I don't open, and I'm probably going to get 3 emails a day for the next 3 to 5 years because I'm not going to click on subscribe because that's just a lot of work that I'm not going to do. I just refuse to do it. I mean, shout out to her for getting me to buy a Michael's card. I mean, I folded so quick. I didn't even argue with her. She's just like, you want a Michael's card? And I'm like, nope. And she's like, you're fucking getting one. And I go, you know what? You look kind of strong. You could probably beat my ass. So I'm gonna get a Michael's card. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna get a Michael's card. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doubting you. I'm sure it's a fantastic card. And yeah, I'm sure she's gonna be a great. I hope she goes into sales later in her life because she'll be a great one. You know, showing a house. She's gonna be like, how do you like it? The family's gonna be like, hi. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't love it. And she goes, what if I told you I had your kids tied up in the closet? And they go, what? She goes, what if I told you that your kids were tied up in the closet and strapped to a bomb that only I know the code to? And they go, well, then I would have to buy the house. And she goes, lucky for you, your kids are in the closet strapped to a bomb. Bing, bang, boom. She just made a $20,000 commission on a sale. Everybody's happy. They get a house. She gets a $20,000 commission and she goes home happy. And they go home happy because they have their children back. Isn't that great? Isn't that awesome? Yeah. But good for her. Sales rep. You gotta love it. Gotta love it, baby. But yeah, go watch my YouTube channel or your mom's a fucking thot. Because all women are thots, but your mom specifically is a thot. What have we been talking about? Has it been like 30 minutes? I don't even know what's going on today. I'm gonna be honest with you. Dude, I just want to let you know that my notes for the past 30 minutes, we just talked for almost 30 minutes or around 30 minutes. I'm not sure exactly what time we're at. Just to let you know, my notes that I wrote down for that 30 minutes was 4 sentences long. 4 sentences, just 4 sentences of like topics, not even like full sentences, like fucking fragments, just random shit to semi keep me on track. And you know what I did? I didn't stay on track at all. And I just talked for 30 minutes. I had 4 sentences written down. Okay, so next time one of you come for me, or I hear somebody come for me, and they're like, is this really improv? I wrote 4 fucking sentences. I'm an open book, baby. I just sit here, lean back, and fucking talk your ear off, because I'm just that guy. Picture this. There's a zombie apocalypse. No electricity, no nothing. Everything's out. The stores aren't open. You can't go anywhere. You can't order off Amazon. You can't do anything that you normally have done before. And you're sitting there and you go, oh my God, I haven't shaved my pubic hair in over a week. You don't want that. You need it to look nice and trimmed. What if a zombie comes to kill you? What are you going to do? What are you going to go in a casket untrimmed? No. Absolutely not. So you need to be trimmed at all times. But what are you going to do? Shave your pubic hair with a 1-blade razor under candlelight? Absolutely not. That's suicide. That's suicide. And that's why you need something maybe with a light on it where you could trim in the dark if need be. And that's why you need the Manscaped 4.0 lawnmower. Listen, go to manscaped.com and use code CAUSE for 20% off plus free shipping. Listen, untrimmed pubes are a thing of the past, and it's possible you have Santa's beard in your pants. Not a good look. It's time to leave your significant other some cookies and milk at the bottom of your chimney, and I'm talking about, once again, the Manscaped Performance Package 4.0. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you'll find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. This electric trimmer has proprietary advanced skin-safe technology to reduce cuts on your nuts. Nobody likes cuts on your nuts. Absolutely nobody. I know I don't. I know you don't. So get the Manscaped. It's also waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. It's like a gift to your partner with less mess, okay? I know you try to use those corded razors. What happens when you bring them in the shower? Oh, no more you. You don't want that. 'Tis the season to load up on Manscaped products. So go get yourself, your dad, your brother, your friends, anybody you know that's got some hair on their body, get them this razor. Let them know it's better to be trimmed than to be bushy, okay? So get 20% off and free shipping with the code CAUSE at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code CAUSE. That's KOZ. I hope all of you could spell that. Clean up your nuts and make Santa proud this year. Let's go into current events. If it's your first time here, this is normally how it goes every single time. I talk shit for like 30 minutes about absolutely nothing, and then we hop into current events, and then I answer some fan questions, and then I suck your dick. I actually suck a fan's dick live. We're doing that next week. I'm going to call the segment Oral with Cause. And we're going to do it every other week, and I'm just going to pick a random person to come in and fucking have a great time. Not be a guest, though. I wouldn't let anybody speak on here. Absolutely not. No one could fucking... I'm not letting anybody do that. Anyways, current events. Elton John has a new album. I don't know if you saw that or if you listen to Elton John. Let me get a quick little sipperoo here. But Elton John, the only thing that really brought my attention to it was the track list. I don't know if you looked at the track list, but the track list is it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Because you look at it, you think Elton John, you go, oh, these are gonna be Elton John like songs. They're gonna be very, Elton Johnny. Sorry, I'm just trying to stall until I find the track list so I can make fun of it. It's called the Lockdown Sessions. Let me just read you the first song. It's Elton John and Dua Lipa. I could see that. I'm sure it's a good song. I'm probably going to listen to it. Then he goes off the fucking rails. I swear to you, Elton John, his past couple, I don't know if it was an album or if he just released some singles. I swear to you, this man just fucking blindfolds himself, throws darts at a board, and picks a feature. He just puts random names up, throws a dart. He's like, what was it? He's like, what is it? They're like, comethazine? Comethazine, Mr. Elton. He's like, all right, fucking, let's make a song. That's all he does. I mean, listen to this track list. Young Thug, Nicki Minaj, 6 Lack or Black. I don't know how the fuck. Pretty sure it's 6 Lack, but like it looks like Black or whatever, or Black 6. I don't know how they say their name. It doesn't matter, but yeah, 6 Lack. All I'm thinking about is like someone like obviously I'm probably gonna listen to these songs because I know these artists like that guy, Young Thug, Nicki Minaj, like I'm probably gonna listen to it because like it's a mix of like, yeah, maybe some Young Thug, Nicki Minaj, but like also I like Elton John. So like it's more for our generation. But all I'm thinking about is someone who like grew up with Elton John and they go to this album and they're like, honey, who's 6 Lack? Is that Drake? I know he's the 6th god, but is he also the 6th Lack? Who's lacking? I'm not lacking any sixes. I heard 6 was actually not lacking. Honey. Hey, apparently 6 is lacking. You told me that 6 was enough. You told me that I had an adequate sized penis. Apparently 6 is lacking. I needed enlargement. Honey, you're 87. I don't care. I want a massive cock. I want an above average penis. And apparently, Mr. Elton John told me that 6 is lacking, and I won't stand for that. And I won't stand for it. That's all I could think of. Love Elton John. Probably going to listen to the album. I'll let you know maybe next week my thoughts on it, but that's really just all I had to say on that. I just find it funny. Second thing, Kim K is dating Pete Davidson. Question mark. First and foremost, absolutely hate myself for writing that as much as you hated hearing that, but it needs to be said and we have to talk about it, okay? Kim K, Pete Dave, listen. Kim K just dropped Kanye. Kim K with Pete Day. Pete D, DP, dick pics, Kanye, Kim Kardashian. Kim K gets DPs from PD in DC. That's it. I'm done. Dude, I need to start a rap career. That was outstanding. Anyways, Kim K, DP, PD, LAPD, NYPD, CPD, ABC's 1, 2, 3, Michael Jackson. Easiest 1, 2, 3. Kim K, Pete Davidson. Listen to me right now. Good for Pete. Dude, this man cleans up. I have one problem, though, with people on Twitter. You guys are fucking mean. You guys are so mean. And I know I make fun of people. I know I do. But Pete doesn't deserve this man gets fucking murdered, assaulted all over Twitter. Look, it's probably still going to be relevant when this drops. It's definitely going to be relevant when this drops. So fucking go on Twitter right now. Look up Kim K. Pete Davidson. Every single tweet is just people being like, Kim K and Pete Davidson. What? Look at his face. How is he doing this? Look at him. Look at look at me. How is he doing what I can't do? Maybe he has a good personality. Every single time this guy comes up in the news, people just fucking tear him apart. They're like, Pete Davidson is with, I don't, like, somebody hot and famous. I don't know. Like, let's just, I know who's hot and famous. I can't even think of a name. Fucking Rihanna. Let's just say Rihanna. I know. Okay, I know she's dating A$AP Rocky. I don't care. Rihanna was the first girl I thought of. You'll see next week they'll be like, Pete Davidson and Rihanna. And then people will be like, he's so ugly. How is he doing that? Leave him alone. Okay, that's so mean. They're like, look at him. Look at me. Why is he dating Kim K and I'm not? Maybe because you're boring as fuck and you're drier than the Sahara. Maybe he's got a great personality. He seems like a fantastic guy, and I would love to hang out with him. So I'm kind of sick and tired of it. I know I make fun of people all the time, but I'm sick and tired of this Pete Davidson slander. Leave the man alone. He's doing better than you. He's doing better than you. All right? But, and I know he gets dragged online, but honestly, I'm sure he doesn't care. That's probably why he doesn't have social media, actually, because every time his name comes up in the news, someone will be like I see it all over TikTok too, where people will be like, Pete Davidson is ugly hot. I'm like, how do you like that? Like, fucking, what the hell? They're like, he's ugly, like so fucking ugly. Like, he is actually like the ugliest person I've ever seen, but I'm attracted to him. I'm like, you could have just said that you're attracted to him. You didn't need to fucking send him into a depressive / suicidal episode. Calm down. But yeah, people just need to leave Pete alone. That's all I want to say on that. And just leave the man alone. I love Pete. Seems like a great guy. I'd love to hang out with him and fucking, I don't know, maybe him, Machine Gun Kelly, and fucking, I don't know, do some things with them. They seem like cool people. People also hate on Machine Gun Kelly. I mean, the man's dating Megan Fox. You really, it's hard to go up from there. I mean, if they ever break up, if he doesn't marry Megan Fox, it's only downhill from there. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Who do you rebound with? Who do you rebound with? Beyonce? You can't. She's married to Jay-Z. That's really, I can't even think of anyone above her. What, Rihanna? She's not gonna date MGK. I can't even think of anyone above Megan Fox that MGK could possibly get with. Who's like, dude, have you guys seen, I forget her name. I don't know if it's Michael B. Jordan's girlfriend or if it's his wife. Dude, I never saw her before until he like posted her on his Instagram, and I was like, gee, dear Lord, dear Christ, dear Jesus Almighty, oh my God. Just want to throw that out there. There was something else I want to talk about? Oh my God, that's right. Zuckerberg. Holy shit. That robot. Fuck, dude. You guys see Meta? He's making like a metaverse. And he called it Meta, which was like super unoriginal, you stupid cuck. But, which by the way, Zuckerberg totally strikes me as a cuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't want to get, is he even married? I don't think he is. But if he was married, he would like totally just be like, yeah, you know, I hire guys to fuck my wife because I'm just too busy. I'm just... Look, it works out. A lot of people say that I'm less of a man. I say, get your money up, not your funny up, you fucking bitch. All right? While you're spending time with your wife, I'm spending time fucking putting fake titties on myself in the metaverse. Did you guys see that? I heard about it. I don't even know where I heard about it. Oh, it was on the fucking, what podcast is that? Trillionaire Mindset. I love those guys. Love those guys. If you haven't, this isn't even like I'm not sponsored to say this, but like I love them. I don't know what it is. They like talk finance, and like normally I hate that stuff and I refuse to listen to it, but they make it funny. And so I listen, and then I actually learn something. And so it's like, you know, it's like I'm learning financial shit, and then I'm also getting a nice little laugh in it. And they're great. So go check it out if you want, you know, after you finish this podcast, of course. Anyways, yeah, they brought up, like, it was this girl, it was this video, and it was like, I don't know what news network it was on, but they were like inside the metaverse, and she looks at Zucky, and she goes, what's your favorite feature in here? And he goes, watch this, clicks a button, gives himself massive tits. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? That's great, dude. The metaverse, though, freaky. Zuckerberg on some Black Mirror shit. Don't really like it, personally. I don't like the whole metaverse thing. It kind of scares the fuck out of me. I feel like we're going a little bit too far into the future here. Like, this is like calm down. Like, calm down. Let's not do this. This is a bad idea because, next thing you know, we're in the metaverse, and then, what's going to happen? Is there going to be, are you going to be able to have sex in the metaverse? Because that's weird. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? That's like really weird. Imagine getting catfished in the metaverse. Both of your characters like have sex with each other, and then you find out later that like the hot woman that you thought that you were with was actually just like this creepy 65-year-old dude who has Cheeto dust on his penis, and you're like, oh, fuck. Ouch. Ouch. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, you know what the metaverse is kind of just like making me think of? I feel like the metaverse is almost gonna, if it goes mainstream, I feel like the metaverse in like 40 or 50 years is gonna turn most of the population into the people in Wall-E. Hot take. Hot take. Hot take. They're going to turn into the people in Wall-E who are just like content with being like pushed around all day on little strollers, don't have any motivation to do anything. They're fed, they're bathed, they watch TV and just stare at a screen all day, and they're just going to lose all ambition. And then Zuckerberg's going to fucking take over, send us all to Mars, and that's it. And that is it. Damn. Dark, super dark. Let's move on. Fan questions. Fan questions. What are we gonna do? It's fan questions. What are we gonna do? Fan questions. We're still working on a theme song. I sing a new one every week. Would you ever make your own energy drink? I wanted to bring this up because I was actually talking to my sister about this the other day, and I was like, this sounds like a fantastic idea for me financially in the future, because what do I do all the time? I drink other people's energy drinks, right? So I'm technically just promoting other people's products, getting zero money for it. I need to make my own energy drink so that I could sit here, drink my own energy drinks, and make a living off of it. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a great idea. I'm happy you brought that up. Let me know in the YouTube comments, would you drink my energy drink? I would honestly work really hard at it. It would probably take me like a year or two. I'm not even lying. I might get started on it soon, get in production, and then maybe in like a year or two I'll drop. We'll call it like, what are we going to call it? What are we going to call it? Kicking it. Kicking it energy. No, that sucks. That's so bad. Legal cocaine. That's what we're going to call it. It's going to have 800 milligrams of caffeine, and if you drink the whole can in under an hour, it's going to give you a heart attack. That's what I should call it. Heart attack. We're going to call it the heart attack. So it has 800 milligrams of caffeine. Actually, let's round up to 1,000. So it has 1,000 milligrams of caffeine, 30 milligrams of Adderall, and a blood thinner. And if you could drink it without dying, then you get a medal. That's we're just going to do that. Just going to we're going to mix a little bit of Adderall, mix a little bit, 1,000 milligrams of caffeine, and just get freaky. Just, you take one sip of that, and your eyes are just going to be fucking dialed. You're going to be like, woo! Your boss is going to be like, did you get that? Did you do the Excel spreadsheet? You're going to be like, I actually built a computer. And you're going to be like, that's not what I asked you to do. I built you a computer, though. I built you a computer. Then if you drink the whole can, you'll either build a spaceship or end up in the ER. And honestly, I'd be willing to roll that dice each and every day, because I would roll the dice of possibly building a spaceship if the con would be ending up in the ER. I'd build a spaceship, then go to the ER. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as you don't die, everything's fine, and I'm not liable. And honestly, every time you buy a case, you actually have to sign a waiver. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to make this a stupid amount of energy drink. Everyone's always like, oh, Bang Energy is so dangerous. I'm going to put Bang to shame. Bang's going to be like, listen, our stuff, I'm not going to lie, if you drink it every day is dangerous, but that guy Kaz over there, you'll die. You'll seriously die. Seriously. But you'll die excited. And that's what's important, okay? You just get transported into the afterlife. You fucking zoom up there. It's like the caffeine's like, all that shit's like still in your body. You fucking like look at an angel or whatever you believe, but I'm just going to use an angel as reference. You like go up to the angel that's like at the gates of heaven or whatever, and you're just sitting there, and the angel's like, "Whoa, how'd you die? You weren't supposed to die yet." And you're like, "Fucking, I run this place." And then the angel's like, "No, you don't. I actually run this gate right here." And you just snap, you kick the gates open, and you just start running. The angel fucking goes on his walkie-talkie. We got a runner on. I don't even know what he's on. I'm pretty sure he died with possibly cocaine in his system and horse tranquilizer. He mixed it a little bit too much. We got a runner. Fucking all these ghosts try and tackle me. I turn into fucking Bo Jackson. I just start fucking stiff arming these pussies. They're like, holy shit. Fucking an angel comes down. He's like, listen, we were going to tackle you and throw you into purgatory, but your running skills are outstanding. We were going to let you die, but we just called Nick Saban, we are always in direct contact with, and you are now the leading running back for Alabama. So you're welcome. And then I'm going to come back to life, and then I'm going to be like, drink my energy drink if you want to be the next running back for Alabama. And that's going to be my story for my energy drink. And it's going to be great. Next question. What are the odds you accidentally buy a live turkey for the Thanksgiving episode? Accidentally is not something that I do. Purposely is something that I do. I am buying a live turkey for the Thanksgiving episode. I actually talked to the president. I talked to Biden, and I was like, hey, bud, listen, so I know that you normally pardon a turkey, but I think it would be super cool if you let me pardon the turkey on the podcast. And so that's actually what's going to happen. I'm going to bring a turkey in, and I'm going to pardon them on the episode that is closest to Thanksgiving, and we're going to pardon the turkey, and then we are going to slaughter him live, because it's not about actually pardoning the turkey. I just want to see the look in their eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, you are pardoned. They're going to be like, oh, gobble, gobble, gobble. Oh my God, thank you so much. And then I'm going to be like, whoosh, head clean off, just fucking running around. They're not going to know what hit them. And that's what I love about Thanksgiving, is just slaughtering animals. That's actually my favorite. That's why I love Thanksgiving so much. It's not about Christopher Columbus, once again, not a great guy. It's about Thanksgiving, and it's about buying turkeys and all that stuff. And it's about slaughtering live animals with your family, because there's no memory. Everyone's like, oh, you play football with your dad and your uncles, and that's a great memory. No. My best memory is actually buying 8 live turkeys and slaughtering them in my backyard and then cooking them in our oven. So that's actually my favorite part about the Thanksgiving season. It's not football. It's not family time. It's animal abuse. And that's it for the pod. No, I'm just kidding. We still got a little bit more. No. Would I buy a live turkey? Realistically, no, because I could barely take care of myself. I definitely can't take care of live turkey. It would also piss me off the entire episode, to the point where I probably would kill the turkey live. Not like, I wouldn't have any intention coming in. I'd be like, here's the turkey. And then after 5 minutes, the thing would be like pecking me. And I'd be like, listen, I'm kind of sick and tired of you. And then after 10 minutes, I'm going to grab it by the throat and be like, one more noise out of you, and I'm going to slam the window on your neck, and you're not going to be able to breathe. And then he's going to make another noise, and I'm going to slam the window on his neck. And we're not going to have a good time. And I'm probably going to get banned off of YouTube for animal abuse. And we don't want that, because this is how I make money, and this is how Kaz supports himself. So make sure to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and leave a rate and review over on Apple. I haven't seen too many rates and reviews over there. You guys have been a little reluctant to add a few more, which that's fine, but I'd really appreciate it if you added your 2 cents, or just hit the stars. You don't even have to write anything. You just go over there, you click it, and you go, oh my God, I fucking love this show. 5 stars, boom. Boom. You don't even have to write anything. That's what's amazing about it. Or you click 5 stars, you write something, you go, I would have sex with this man. And that's also acceptable. And I would love that review as well. Let's see. We got a little bit of time left. We got any more questions? Best Reese's shape. Reese's, I don't know. Apparently I say this wrong. I was saying like Reese's. People were like, it's Reese's. It's Reese's, Anthony. It's fucking Reese's, like Reese's Pieces. Okay, I don't care. I don't really care about your feelings. But that has, now I know why I screenshotted this. It wasn't the question in itself. The question is terrible. It's actually a really stupid question. I just want you to know that so that you never ask it again. Ask one more stupid question and I'm going to restrict your account. But it's, they spell Reese's, or Reese's, I don't care. R-E-E-C, E''S. So I'm not sure if you're 11 years old. I'm not sure if you're illiterate. I'm going to go with probably the latter because I'm looking at your profile pic. You don't look like you're 11 years old, but you look older and you look like you should know how to spell. I'm going to hope that it was a typo, but I could only assume that you're an idiot. So I'm going to assume that you're an idiot, and I don't know why you spelt it like that. And if anyone spells another word wrong, I'm going to stop doing fan questions because this is embarrassing, and I don't want to get embarrassed on this podcast. Next question. If you had to, actually, I'll answer that question. The best shape is the original. It's the original, plain and simple. The minis don't taste as good. The minis honestly taste like shit. They don't put enough peanut butter in them. There's too much chocolate in the minis. The chocolate to peanut butter ratio in the minis is not there. It's simply not there. They fucked that one up. They dropped the ball. And the other ones that are like when they give you like the little rabbit or like, you know, the little nugget for like different holidays or like when you buy, I don't know, like a fucking elf or some shit like that. Whatever they do for it, I don't really care. It's just that for some reason, anytime they make it into a different shape, they fuck up at the factory and it doesn't taste the same. It tastes different every single fucking time. It never tastes like an original, and the original is the only one that's the best one. Do I like the other shapes? Yeah, I'll eat one because it's chocolate and peanut butter. Who doesn't like chocolate and peanut butter unless you're allergic to it and you're a fucking loser, which would suck. But I also hate the people who say, actually, let me finish my last thought, but the original is better and the other shapes suck. Anyone who's never had a Reese's because they're quote unquote allergic, listen, bite one, stick an EpiPen in your thigh and call an ambulance. Don't go your entire life without trying chocolate and peanut butter. Don't go your whole life without trying a Reese's because if you do, you're going to regret it, all right? I personally, if I was allergic, we said this last episode, I told you I would die for a Reese's. I'd eat a Reese's, no EpiPen, and I would just fight it. And if I die, I die, but at least I died doing what I love, and that's eating chocolate and peanut butter. I have no idea what I've said today. This podcast has been an absolute shit show. I don't even know. Let's see. Okay, let's do a few more questions. Okay. For my journalism class, I need to know, ... This is intense. What condiment is the best in your opinion? Listen, I got a confession to make. Condiment, I thought that condiment and condom were the same word until I was about, I don't even know, 13 maybe? Maybe 13, 12, maybe like a freshman in high school. It was actually, this is what it was. I never heard the word condiment. I never heard someone say that to me in my life. It's really stupid. No one ever came up to me and been like, hey, what condiments do you want? No one ever said that to me when I was like 11 because I would have looked at them and be like, I don't have sex yet. I'm 11 years old. But that's not what they were asking. They were asking me if I want ketchup. So honestly, the uncle that I put in jail when I was 12 years old, I'm now realizing he deserves to be out of jail because it was just a miscommunication between us because I told the judge that he asked if I had any condoms when in reality, he just wanted to know if I want ketchup on my hot dog. So Uncle Billy, I'm sorry about that. He's doing 25 to life. That's unfortunate. Moving on. Condiments. When I first heard that word, it was after I found out about condoms. So I found out about condoms before condiments. I obviously knew what ketchup, mustard, relish. I knew what the whole shebang. I knew what it was. I knew what they were talking about. I knew what it was, but I didn't know that they had a name, condiments. So I heard condom first, knew what those were first. So when freshman year came around, I knew what a condom was. And then I was at somewhere, I'm not 100% sure where I was in high school. Maybe I think I was at a football game, maybe not 100% sure. And the person goes, what condiments do you want? And I go, I'm not sure, have not participated in sex. And they go, what the hell is wrong with you? I'm just asking if you want ketchup or mustard. Then say that. Then say that. You don't have to say condiments. What condiments do you want? Also, weird, I don't know why those names are so closely related, because think about this scenario. You could go up to your friend. Imagine this scenario. Your name is Billy. My name is Bob. Or who, doesn't matter what your name is. It doesn't matter what your name is, actually. You have a friend. Your friend says to you, hey, man, I'm having some people over at my place on Sunday. You should come by, bring condiments. Your friend heard you over the phone say condoms because as you were saying condiments, he went through a tunnel and he heard condoms. Now, what your friend thinks the party is, your friend heard condom. Your friend goes, oh my God, Sunday he's having people over. He wants me to bring condoms. This is going to be an absolute orgy. This is going to be fantastic. I'm stoked. Your friend shows up on Sunday at noon and nothing but a G-string covering his cock. And he knocks on the door, and your innocent grandmother opens the door, sees your friend, and now your friend is embarrassed, never speaks to you again. Your family tells you that you could never talk to him again, and now you lost a friend for life because of slight communication, because the party turned out to be a family get-together, and your friend invited you because he thinks he treats you like family and thinks that you're that close. Now, on the flip side, it could also go wrong on the other way. So say your friend calls you and goes, hey, I'm having a party this Sunday. Bring condoms. But once again, going through a tunnel, you thought he said condiments because you're not going to fuck up a second time. Because you know you go, first time I fucked up, I'm not going to fuck up this time. I'm going to make it up to his family, and I'm going to bring mustard, relish, pickles, onions, the whole shebang, and we're going to have a good time. Unfortunately, your friend actually did say condoms this time, and you walk in with hot dogs, mustard, and ketchup, and then he opens the door with his dick out, and you get laughed at by 50 people who are about to participate in an orgy, and you get laughed off the property, and now you two are no longer friends because you're so embarrassed that you could never go back there. So long story short, let's change those words. Condoms, fine. Let's change condiments to like, I don't know. Let's change it to like food decor. Food decorations. That's what I think is acceptable. Food decorations. That's awesome. Let's do it. Let's make it food decorations to keep condoms. Now when your friend calls you and you go, hey, can you bring food decorations this Sunday? You're not going to show up in a G-string with a 50-pack of Trojans. And that is almost the last question. One more last question. If you had to give a portion of a BJ, so if I had to give a blowjob, right? Would you rather give the first 90% or the last 10%? I've heard this question all over the internet before, never answered it myself, so I'm going to do it here for the last question of the podcast. The first 90, would I give it, or the last 10? Because the last 10%, the thing about the last 10% is that you're getting cum down the back of your throat, which isn't exactly something that I want. But then again, the first 90%, honestly, I think I want to go with the first 90%. Yes, there's more work involved, but I think I would be able to make it happen pretty quick because I also have a penis and I know my way around a dick. You know, a lot of straight guys don't want to say that, and a lot of straight guys are like, I wouldn't know my way around a dick if it hit me in the face. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. You would know your way around each and every penis on the block, and you would do a fantastic job at getting someone where they need to go. And so personally, I'm going to pick the first 90%. I'm going to pick the first 90% because not only do I make it happen quick, but I also don't have to decide whether or not I'm going to spit or swallow, and everybody wins. And that, my friends, is the end of the podcast. Today was a wild one, but we had fun. Rate and review over on Apple Podcasts really helps out the pod. Go follow the pod on all social medias at Kicking It With Kaz on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Follow me on all my socials that are linked down below. Or just look up Anthony Kaz and you'll find me for sure. Subscribe on YouTube, all that good shit. And we're going to end the podcast like we end every single episode with 2 claps and a Ric Flair. So can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair? Woo! See you next week.